Imagine checking the weather forecast and seeing a 100% chance of sandstorms. Except the sand isn't blowing across the ground. It's floating in the upper atmosphere as a massive blazing fog of vaporized rock. Every single morning, a thick blanket of liquid sapphire and quartz clouds rolls in. And every single night, those clouds completely evaporate into thin air, leaving the night sky totally clear. This isn't sci-fi. This is the daily weather cycle on WASP 94AB, a hot Jupiter gas giant located 700 light-years away. And thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, astronomers have just mapped this alien weather loop for the very first time in human history. Here's how it works. To understand this crazy weather, you first have to look at how this planet sits in space. WASP 94AB is practically hugging its host star, orbiting so close that gravity has locked it into place. This means it is tidally locked. One side permanently faces the scorching heat of the star, eternal blistering day. The other side permanently faces the freezing void of space, eternal night. Because of this, the planet doesn't have a regular day and night cycle like Earth. Instead, its days and nights are horizontal. Fierce global winds blast at thousands of miles per hour, constantly pushing atmosphere from the hot day side to the cold night side and back again. And right at the borders where these two worlds meet, things get weird. There is a massive temperature difference of about 450 Kelvin, or roughly 170 degrees Celsius, between the two hemispheres. This temperature drop acts like a cosmic refrigerator. When the air currents circulate to the freezing night side, vaporized minerals in the air cool down and condense. We aren't talking about water vapor here. We are talking about magnesium silicate, the chemical baseline for rocks and sand on Earth. The night side creates a massive factory of liquid rock cloud. As the winds push this air mass forward into the morning horizon, it shows up as a thick, high-altitude fog of airborne sand. But as those clouds travel deeper into the permanent day side, the temperature skyrockets. The ambient heat becomes so intense that the rock clouds literally melt and evaporate, turning entirely into an invisible gas. By the time the air loops all the way around the evening horizon, the sky is perfectly clear. Morning fog, evening clarity, every single day. Now, you might wonder, how on Earth do we know this if the planet is 700 light-years away? Historically, telescopes like Hubble could only look at a planet by averaging all the starlight filtering through its atmosphere at once. Because clouds scatter light like a foggy window, this blended data completely messed up our readings. For years, this cloud interference made WASP 94AB look like it had an impossible, rule-breaking chemical makeup. Instruments to pull off a brilliant trick. They sliced the data in half chronologically. At the start of the planet's transit across its star, they measured just the leading edge, catching a massive chemical signal of blocking aerosols, the rock clouds. At the end of the transit, they measured just the trailing edge. With the clouds melted away, JWST peered into a crystal-clear evening sky, capturing a perfect, uncorrupted signature of pure water vapor. This discovery changes everything. For decades, scientists argued over what actually caused the hazy envelopes around these giant alien worlds. Now we know. It's temperature-driven condensation. Even better, astronomers are already finding this exact